Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to be doing another full face of first impressions. Some of these products I have shown you on camera, some of them I didn't. So I'm going to be showing you each of the products that I picked up, and some of them are highly spoken about and some of them are very brand new products that people have been trying out as well and have been saying good things about them, and some of them I'm not familiar with. I've seen it on a website called Beautylish, and it's like hair on my lip. And I also have some new lashes from my favorite brand, Shopmimiartistry. So she came out with new lash styles. So I'm going to be showing you guys a little bit of that. And some of the products that I have in front of me, some of them are not brand new. They've been in the market for quite some time, but it's new to me. So I'm going to be showing you each of the products and what my thoughts on these. You know, I have a lot of makeup that I have to try out, so I'm going to be showing you step by step of everything. I already did my brows. I don't have any new brow products except for the one from Revolution, but I'm going to do a whole separate video on that. I'm going to zoom you guys close so you can see what palette I'm going to be using and everything. So if you want to keep on watching on my full face first impressions, then stay tuned. I do not have a new eyeshadow base, so I'm going to be going in with the P.LOUISE base. It's only fair to use this and then use the palette as well. And I'm going to be trying out two more of these brushes that I already picked up. I showed you guys in my makeup haul, my recent one. So I have two new ones. I'm going to be adding this and using this in this tutorial. So I'm going to show you guys how the palette looks, and this is their first palette. I really like it. There's a lot of warm tones in here, and there's like this white base that I've seen people use, and it looks really, really pigmented. And I heard that this base is going to be a lot better with applying the eyeshadows with and everything. So I'm going to be applying the eyeshadow base on my right eye, and then I'm gonna do the left eye off camera. I'm taking the large shader brush, the E60 from Sigma. I'm gonna use that to apply the base all over my eye. I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. I sure did. I cooked a whole lot, and let me tell you, I feel like I gained 10 pounds just from eating all of that. I didn't get anything for the sales like Black Friday, Cyber Monday, only because I had to put most of my money towards setting up the guest room and getting the food. And I am going to New York for 3 weeks in December, so that's very exciting. I'm going to be doing a lot of shopping in New York, so hopefully there's sales in certain stores that I shop at when I'm in New York. And, you know, it's going to be December, so, you know, those sales are going to be hitting and releasing. And also, I'm going to also go to the Morphe store in Jersey. Now, my friend works there, and I want to see what they have, even though I already explained how I feel about Morphe products, but I have heard that the formula has changed a lot, and they do have some products that are really good. So I'm gonna give Morphe another chance on their products. I know some of their brushes that I own, it's a bit harsh, like the brushes feel rough, and I don't like that. I don't like my brushes to feel rough on the eyes, because then it irritates my eye, and I don't want to have to, you know, keep using it and then it hurts my eyes. But I heard some of their brushes have changed, so we'll see about that. I'm gonna get like the good quality brushes and see what my friend recommends. I already did the base. I'm not gonna set it because P.LOUISE Academy, they tell you they don't set it, so just get a good layer of the base. So I'm gonna do probably like a warm tone look, and then I'm gonna use something else on the lid. I have like 3 choices. So I'm gonna see what I'm gonna start off with. I'm gonna start off with a deep shade. So I'm gonna use this, this burnt shade right here. So I'm gonna use that, and I'm going to pick up a brush from Sigma. This is their E25 blending brush, and that's how it looks. See? So I'm going to pick up that burnt shade, really coat the brush. Oh, that is pigmented. There is some kickback, as you see. So I'm going to take that. So yeah, I ate a lot, and there's still more food. My husband and my 2 other guests, they loved the banana pudding that I had to make too. Like I had to make a second batch yesterday. But I really enjoyed Thanksgiving. I love gathering with people and really giving thanks, you know, not just for only the food, but giving thanks that I get to see another year and be alive and be healthy and see the people that I care about. I'm not going to blend that too much because I already blended it out with the Sigma brush. So I'm gonna go in with the shade Sun-Kissed right here and use the E10 from Blank Canvas. It's a very, very tiny blending brush, and I'm going to pick up some of this and tap it right on top of that burnt shade. So we're gonna do like a transition from the burnt orange to Sun-Kissed. You can try to like call this a sunset look, but that's not my intention. But you know, I'm just winging it. I don't even know what kind of look I'm trying to go for. I guess I'm trying to go for something neutral. You know, last time I did a full face, I did something very dramatic with the Emily Noel palette. So I just want to do something, you know, that's going to be easy for a lot of people to recreate. So now I'm blending that out. I really love this brush. It's so tiny and easy to get in there. You know, I was thinking about signing up for the P.LOUISE Academy courses because I have a YouTuber / Instagrammer that I know and I follow her, and her name is Rose, and she is actually doing the courses, and I was asking her about the courses, like how much was it, and you know, is it worth it? And she said it's totally worth it. I can see her makeup has improved so much more. Her makeup skills is bomb as it is, but I'm gonna pick up a little bit of the burnt and pack it back on there again. So yeah, like she does really great makeup, but you know, now it's even better because she's learning and she's like looking like the models from P.LOUISE Academy. So that's pretty cool. I want to take a little bit of Trippin' right here. It's like this cream shade, and I'm going to take the same little brush and go over that on top above from the Sun-Kissed shade just to diffuse that shadow. So yeah, I'm thinking about doing that in January and really trying to, you know, get more information on a lot of stuff like makeup and makeup skills. You know, I love learning new things, so I'm gonna be doing that in January, hopefully. I want to deepen up the crease, so I'm going to take Martini, which is this plum shade right here, and I'm going to use the 10 buck brush, and it looks like this. See? And I'm going to take a clean blending brush. This is from Wayne Goss, number 20. This is a really, really small blending brush. And I love this brush for blending out any shadow. And I'm gonna pick up a little bit of Charm, which is this white matte shade. And I'm going to apply a little bit of that on the brow bone area. So there's 3 of these, what do you call these, like pigments. And I picked up 3 from Beautylish. One is from Natasha Denona. This is her duochrome top coat. And I got this one in the shade Burnt Terracotta. I'm going to show you guys how it looks. I don't know, it just reminds me like some duochrome looking, like greenish with pink and gold. I hope you can see the shift. The camera doesn't do any justice, but there's like some pink in there. In person, you can totally see it, but when you move, there's some pink in there. But I see it here. So that's that. And then this one is from Makeup ATELIER Paris. And this one is in the shade SL08 Honey Bronze. And this is a pigment. See? That's how the packaging looks. And then you take off this little sticker and then the pigment is right there. I guess you got to push it out or tap it onto the cap. So that's how it looks, and underneath is like that. And then the last one is from Inglot. I love their little pigments. I feel like they do such a great job with pigments. And this one is in the shade 14. And let me open it for you guys. I may just go with, it's so hard to choose. It looks so pretty. I guess I'm gonna go with this one, that gold shade, because I have a lot going on with the crease area, so I want to just have something gold. I'm trying to figure out how am I gonna get the product out. So that's how it looks when I poured it in there. You see, like a glitter glue. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to do that. So let me get my little glue. I may have to do an eyeshadow first because I don't want underneath to be pretty blank. So this shadow right here is called Prin. I'm gonna tap a little bit of that onto the lid area. Okay, that's a pretty shade though. I'm taking this random brush that I got off eBay to use that to pack on the glitter glue first and then the pigment or the glitter. Some of that glitter just like flew all into my forehead and everything. So yeah, you're gonna have to, even in my hair, look at that. Yeah, these tend to just float around. So if I were you, do not do your makeup, your face makeup first if you're gonna use this kind of glitter. So I'm gonna use this eyeliner by STILA. This is the Smudge Kajal eyeliner. I got a little bit of the eyeliner on my lid, but that's okay because we're gonna go in with a liquid liner, and I don't have a new one, so I'm going in with my favorite, the Catrice matte liquid liner in Dating Joe Black. So I added more of the eyeliner because I want to intensify this eye look with like a very smoked out under eye, and then I did my wing, and that's how it looks. I'm gonna clean up this area, so don't worry. And now I'm going in with mascara. I'm gonna use mascara that I got in my Ipsy bag. This is the COVERGIRL, their new one, and this one is like a Flourish by Lash Blast. But this one, it has some really good benefits. This is with coconut, avocado, and papaya oils. So this is supposed to be really good for your lashes. A nice brush. See? the bristles, like, they're pretty spiky. So I'm gonna curl my lashes and try it out because I do need to throw out my old one. It's hard to tell because I have on eyeliner. When it comes to mascaras, I have to see which one will work for me. I like volume and length, more volume. I'm not gonna add too much coat because I'm gonna put on some false lashes. So I'm going in with these lashes. This is Shopmimiartistry lashes, and this is her new packaging. She's coming out with another new packaging, which is pretty awesome. So follow her page, her Shopmimiartistry page on Instagram. This is in the style Magia. I believe that's how you say it, Magia. Looks, it reminds me of the Ardell Demi Wispies, and I love lashes like that. But you know me, I love me a dramatic one. I just love her lashes in general. Like, they're just so bomb, so comfortable on the eyes. Perfect. I just need to cut the outer corners because of the band, but other than that, it's perfect. So I'm gonna pop these on and I'm gonna show you how they look, and then I'm gonna do the other eye and be back for the full face with doing the full face. I'm back. I did the second eye, and it's usually like that when you're doing your eye makeup. One side looks better than the other side. I'm gonna move on to the face. I'm gonna be taking this product from Too Faced. This is their Hangover primer. This is the coconut water. I've heard great things about this, and I got the travel size. This is how it looks. That's a decent size for travel. This will be great for when I go to New York. So I'm gonna shake this up really good, and people say it smells like coconut water. So, ooh, okay, it comes with this pump. Let me see. I'm going to apply that all over the face any day. Does smell like coconut. Feels very smooth when I apply it onto the skin. It smells so good. It gets a little tacky once you blend it into the skin, which is good because I like my primers to be a little tacky for the foundation. So this is pretty good. I like it. Let's see if it's going to, you know, be good for the foundation. So this foundation I'm going to be trying out. It's not new anymore because a lot of people talked about this months ago, but this is new for me. So this is the Maybelline Super Stay Full Coverage 24-Hour Foundation. And I was like really thinking hard whether I should pick this up or not. I heard like mixed reviews on this, but you know what? I was like, let me just try it for myself. So this is in the shade 118 Light Beige. So let's see how this is going to work out. I tried the old one a few years ago. If you go back to my old videos, like I'm talking about in the beginning, you'll see I used the foundation, but it was way too light for me and too drying on my skin. So I'm going to put it on this lid from Bath and Body Works. I'm going to do 2 pumps and let's see. I'm going to use a new sponge. Well, it's new for me, but I mean, they did put it on the website like as if it's new. They said this is way more softer. This is the sponge, a beauty sponge from Shop Miss A. I had like a moment. This is from Shop Miss A, and I have the other one, which is like the dark pink one, but they said this is like the softer one, so it's supposed to be 10 times better. I have so many foundations as it is, so I can't be buying any more. I'm gonna use the back of this to blend it out. So this is one layer of the foundation, and I can say it gave me such a good coverage. This is like this is like medium to full coverage, more medium, But I want to do a second layer in certain parts of my face, and I noticed that it did dry down to like a matte finish. I don't even see any shine. I don't see any you know, dewiness. So I'm going to do a second layer just to see how it builds up. But I like how this sponge is blending everything out. And then my foundation, it looks really, really good. Like the coverage is there, just how I like it. So I'm going to blend it out with this sponge. And so far, this sponge is pretty good. And the color match is perfect. And I didn't even like open this when I went to Ulta to see if it was my shade. I just put it near my face and I was like, okay, maybe this is gonna work out, because I'm usually like a light beige to a neutral. Yeah, it's layering up pretty well. Look at that. I mean, I can't hide the bump, but it did cover up that redness. It didn't cover up this one pretty well, but I'm gonna go over that with concealer. I've been breaking out, and I think it's my pillow. I have to wash it because I sleep on this side more. But I felt like I washed it last week, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna have to wash it again. And it's also from me eating all that stuffing and turkey, gravy, all of that. If you want to see what I cooked, I did post it on my Instagram. Yeah, 2 layers of 2 pumps of the foundation worked out pretty well. I feel like it's picking up some of my dryness around the nose area, and I don't like that. But we'll see when I cover up with concealer. I'm gonna use the Too Faced Born This Way multi-use concealer. I don't have any new concealers, so this is my latest one. I have so much to film since I'm going away to New York, and I can't wait. I can't wait to show you guys so many videos for Instagram and possibly vlog maybe, but I can't wait, honestly. Like, I'm super excited. I'm going by car, so it's gonna be a 8-hour drive. And we are taking the babies because I want my mom to meet the new 2 kittens that we have to the family. You know, Zoe and Chloe. So I want her to meet them because she hasn't met them yet. I like this concealer. It's so hydrating. And it's not super matte under the eyes, because I know some people have dryness and this one doesn't dry you out. I'm really liking this sponge. It's blending out everything so well. And it's not like leaving like a patch mark or picking up the product and moving it around. It's actually blending it out. And it's only $1 too. And to highlight my under eyes, I'm going to use another concealer. This is the concealer from ColourPop. And this is their No Filter concealer in number light 16. And I'm going to just brighten up the under eyes so it doesn't look all flat under there. I'm going to be using a new translucent powder. This is the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. And I heard so many great things about this one. I also have the primer, and I was thinking about just using that primer with this, but I'll use it in another video. And this is how it looks. So luxurious, so nice. And let's see how the inside is. Ooh, they really take their time with the whole packaging, which I totally appreciate. Has these little sticker to cover it. And it says like H. You see that? So nice. So I want to, how do you do this? Do I just press in there? Okay, you can just dip in there, I guess. Alright, so I'm done applying the full face of the foundation and the primer, the concealer and the powder. And so far I really like the powder. It feels very velvety and very nice on the skin. I didn't apply way too much because I felt like my face was already matte, so I didn't apply, only just on the under eyes, and then I just went with this Sonia Kashuk brush and then just, you know, just dust it lightly on there. And I'm gonna fix my brows real fast because they did mess up. I can say that with the foundation, it does feel a little heavy on the face. I can feel it. I'm gonna go in with the bronzer. I don't have a new bronzer, so I'm gonna go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills bronzer in the shade Rosewood, and this is my favorite. I've used this almost every single day. It gives me the perfect bronzy shade, and it also mimics also as a contour, so I bronze and contour with this. I just use a different brush to contour, but right now I'm just using this angle brush from Coastal Scents. And I hate applying any product on top of my acne, my pimples, but I'm only going to just apply it for today on this side and, you know, just my regular, but I'm not going to be showing this side when I'm taking pictures. It's so freaking pretty and it blends so easily. Now I'm going to use a different brush to really contour. So I'm going to use a smaller angle brush. So you see, like, when I look straight, you know, it's snatched. See? And I'm going to contour my nose using the Sigma 3D HD Precision brush. So I'm going to use that. I do not have a new blush product, so I am going to go in with another of my favorite from the Balm, and this is Down Boy Shadow Blush, and it's a really nice pink blush that I really love using for almost every day as well. Like, you cannot go wrong with this blush. This color is like a really nice pinky sweet color, and I'm so glad I got this in my box. Not my box, my bag from Ipsy. And for highlight, I do have a new highlighter. This is the Fenty Beauty, what is it? The Diamond Balm highlighter in How Many Carats, and I did show this in my Sephora haul. If you haven't seen that, I'm going to link it up on the card. I'm going to apply some of this. Let's see how this works out. Ooh. This would be good for like a highlight topper. Yeah, it's like good for as a topper. But it does show up. It's just not like, you know, like that normal highlight that we're so used to. But it's pretty. I don't want to put that on the pimple. It's not mind-blowing, but let me see if I can add this with my finger. Oh, okay, yeah. That's nice with the finger. Okay, I see you, Rihanna. Yeah, it's like so much better when you apply with your finger. I'm not saying like you have to do it with your finger, but maybe it's the brush. Who knows what it is, but this is so nice. It's buildable from what I'm seeing. It's buildable, and the way it feels so nice. It feels velvety. Okay, put that on the nose. Yeah, this is good. It's good. I just have to play around with this. Maybe I'm using it a little wrong. Who knows? But matter of fact, let me put this in the inner tear duct once I'm, you know, zoom you guys in to do the lower lash line area. So let's do that right now. Going back to the P.LOUISE palette, I want to take the Martini shade right here with this small pencil brush from Beige Cosmetics. This is in the number 105, and I want to smudge that into the lower lash line. I'm really liking that martini shade. It's so pretty. I want to use it all over the lid in the next video. And then going in with that shade Sunkissed, I'm going to use the same E10 brush. Well, I have another one that I already used for the crease area, so let me use that one, this one right here, and then just smudge a little bit of that underneath that martini shade. And then going back in with that mascara from CoverGirl. Ooh, I'm dropping everything today. Going back in with that CoverGirl mascara, I'm going to apply some on the lower lash line. So remember how I said I was going to do the inner tear duct with the Fenty Beauty highlighter? So that failed because it was not picking up and like showing up on the inner tear duct. Moving on to the lips, I'm going to use this big old thing. This is the Jouer Best of Nudes Lip Cream collection. And I got this on Beautylish and it comes with 8 shades. Plus a new one that they have in their collection. So this is a new shade called Naked, and I'm going to show you guys how it looks. So this is how it looks. It looks so pretty, so organized, and here are all the shades. And some of them I never really seen. I think I've seen Rose before, but I know Papaya and another one that's really popular. This one is like a gloss that is like for a topper. I already used Tawny and Bare, so I'm gonna go in with I think I'm gonna go in with Bare because I have so much going on the eyes. So I'm gonna use Bare. I already used it before and it's really nice. The only thing is that it's very drying on the lips, so you may want to hydrate your lips with a balm before anything. So I'm going to put this on. I'm going to show you guys up close how it looks. Don't mind this planet right here. So that's how it looks. This is so cute. This is so great for like the holidays if you want to gift this to somebody. First off, let me line my lips. I'm over here talking and I'm like, why is my lips not lined? So I'm gonna use this. This is by NYX. This is my favorite in the shade Natural. That's much better. So I'm gonna apply the lipstick. Like, it's not a liquidy formula. It's like a moussey, dry consistency. So that's the lips. I really like this color. Like I said, it's a bit drying, so you have to hydrate your lips with like a nice balm or like Vaseline like me. So this is it. This is the finished look. I hope you guys really like this eye makeup look. The eyes is very vibrant, but I love it. And I want to go over some of the products that I used today. So let's start off with the face first. So this is pretty good. I really like how hydrating it is, and then it sets to like a tacky finish. I like the smell of it. I'm gonna be trying this out with other foundations, like especially my favorite one. So this is pretty good so far, and I didn't want to commit to the full size because I didn't know how I was gonna like it. So this is great for when you want to try out this size. And I got most of this from Beautylish. So this is from Beautylish, and this was about $12. So I'm gonna get a pretty good use out of this because I don't go through primers as quick. So that's pretty good. The primer, that's what I'm talking about. So the foundation, So with the foundation, it gave me really good coverage. I really like the full coverage, and you only need like a pump and a half or two really to, you know, use this. Like this is all I have left of the foundation. But the thing is with this one that I've been noticing that people have been saying that this is great for oily skin. Right now, my skin is normal to dry. I don't get oily as much, but it depends on the foundation. If it's dewy, it's gonna look like I'm oily, but you know, it's just the foundation just separating and, you know, doing this thing throughout the day. But with this one, this is great if you have oily skin. I want to try this out with a little bit of my oil, my face oil, or with like a cover drop or something like that, so that it can look dewy and it can stay nice on the skin and not pick up any of the dryness around my nose. So that's something to keep in mind. But this is a drugstore foundation, and if you're looking for a drugstore foundation that's full coverage, this is going to be so good for you. I'm going to try this out. I don't hate it, but I'm not in love with it. This is my first time trying it, and I've heard mixed reviews about this foundation, but I really love the full coverage, and it just applied really nicely on the skin. It, you know, it didn't leave me a streaky finish or nothing like that because I use a sponge. So I'm gonna try it out and play with it a little bit, especially with a brush, because you know, guys, I love my foundation brushes. So I'm gonna try and play with this a little bit throughout the week and let you guys know later on in a different video. But this is pretty good. This is 24 hours. I didn't want to do a foundation, you know, test wear, because there's like millions of videos on this foundation as it is. So this is, you know, my thoughts on it. So I give this a good plus and a good go. So if you want to try it, definitely pick it up at any drugstore place, you know, like CVS, Walgreens, Walmart, etc. So about this dollar sponge, this is so good for just $1. I can't even believe that Shop Miss A is stepping up their game. I remember shopping from them years ago, and I'm so impressed with this dollar sponge, and it's a lot softer. It's like the Beauty Blender, but better, because a Beauty Blender, I don't know, it takes away and it sucks up the foundation and the concealer, but this one, it just leaves it there and it blends really well. It doesn't pick up too much product from what I see. You know, like you see how it is all nasty looking right now, but it is so good for just $1. Like $1. That whole site is basically a dollar shop site, and if you want to try this, pick it up. I totally recommend this. This is so good. I have their other one, and I've noticed when I did buy the other one again, just to have a backup, it didn't feel the same. But this one on the site is like 2 times better or 2 times softer. And I really like how soft this is. Like, look at this bounce. You see how it bounces back up. So it's not like super hard. It's not like one of those cheap sponges. This is pretty good, and I totally recommend it. So I give this a A+. So about this translucent powder from Hourglass, I have a problem on how to get the product out. I don't even know how. I have to see a video, but when I try to get the product out, I had to like kind of bang it so it can, you know, fluff out, or not fluff out, but like get the powder out of there. And then it has this little stopper where it stops at the H so that the product doesn't move around while you travel. But I don't know, I just have issues on how to try to get this product out. Maybe I have to just, you know, shake it out and then it will come back down. Maybe, I don't know, I have to see. But I really like how this feels. It leaves my skin very soft, very matte, and I love the feel of it. It feels so soft on the skin. And usually, like when it comes to setting powders, they feel very drying. And I love the name for it, Veil. You know, nowadays we're using the word veil to veil out, you know, the powder and the bronzer and blush to veil out so it doesn't look harsh on the skin. But this is really nice. I love setting it for my under eyes, and my concealer did not crease right afterwards. You know, I have like these bags and these under eye creasing, but I kept it in place and I really like it. And now I see why people has been hyping it up and talking good about this. So I'm definitely going to try that more. Lately, I've been loving my Beauty Bakery setting powder, and that's really, really good. I love it. So I'm going to keep on using the Hourglass just to see and maybe compare the two next to each other. But so far, it's a plus. So let's talk about the Fenty highlighters. So you see, I do have a nice glow, but this is something maybe you want to use to top off your highlighter to really intensify your highlight glow. I feel that, yes, it feels very soft, and when you touch it, it has like a very nice velvety touch. I'm not used to highlighters feeling like that. It has a mirror, which is pretty good, but if you're looking for a highlighter, let's say, for example, this one. This is from the drugstore. This is the Revolution highlight. You guys seen a couple of my makeup tutorials where I used it, and it's really, really pigmented. It's super strong on the face, and you have to be light-handed with it. As opposed to this one, you saw I had to keep building it up just to see. And I don't think this is meant to give you a highlight that everybody's used to, like on Instagram and stuff like that. I would think that maybe this would be great. Let's say you use a liquid highlighter, for example, Cover FX. They're liquid drops, like they're cover drops. Let's say you use that and then you put it onto your cheeks, and then you use this to top it off. Maybe it will intensify it. That's what I was thinking when I saw these in a couple of YouTube videos. But I mean, you saw that I used my fingers just to tap on top of the highlighter, and it gave me a nice glow. Like you see it right here. Like it gave me a nice glow. But this is great for the consumer who doesn't want a very strong beaming highlight. Maybe this is great for people who like that, like a very subtle highlight, and then they can intensify it if they want to do that. But as opposed for me, I do a lot of videos, I do a lot of photos, I take a lot of photos for Instagram, and I need something that's going to intensify and really bring out that highlight glow, especially if I'm doing an editorial look. So I'm going to play around with this one. You know, I like how this feels, I like how this looks on my skin. The only thing is I had issues building it up on the inner tear duct, and it was looking cakey to the point where the foundation, not the foundation, but the concealer was separating, and I don't really like that. So I want something that's going to really be right there and, you know, be like boom on the inner tear duct. So that's the only issue about that. So you have to be careful, you know, if you're trying to really bring up and, you know, pack it on, make sure you set your face first. Oh my God, I'm so mad. I had bought this, the Anastasia A23 highlighting brush, and I didn't use it. So moving on to the eyes. So the P.LOUISE palette, this is their first palette. They're coming out with a second one. I'm thinking about picking that one up later on. But this one, I had to pick it up because I've heard so many great reviews about this. So with this palette, you have to realize that there's a lot of warm tone shades in this palette. And this is great for the consumer who likes a very warm tone, neutral look, or, you know, this is great for as a makeup artist or freelance makeup artist, and you want something that's going to be very intense and pigmented. This is really, really great, and especially for the price point. Now, I've noticed when I was blending out the shadows, maybe it's just me, maybe it's the choice that I made on what eyeshadows I need to use for what. The eye makeup is bomb, don't get me wrong, but I noticed that this top 3 shadows, they will blend in together and it will be one color. I've noticed that. You need to kind of go with dark and then the lightest. And maybe I should have just went with Martini, right? I should have went with Martini in the crease and then used Sunkissed as like a crease shade. You know what I'm trying to say? So maybe it's the choice that I made on what to use, because I was trying to use all of them to see if they they were different, but they just blend the same way, like the same color. So I've just noticed that when I was applying that on the eyes, it looks like, you know, one color, but really there's two. When I zoom you guys in for the finished look, then you'll totally see what I'm talking about. I do want to use this right here in a different tutorial. I really like this light mustard shade. It's been a thing lately. This white shade is very intense. I do want to use this as an eyeshadow like all over the lid to see how would this work. So this glitter, I would have to say that I'm gonna have to give it a pass because it just went all over the place. So then when I did this eye, I tried to use the same brush with the glitters and pick up the glitter with the adhesive, and then just pack it on the eyes. It packed on pretty well, as you see. But the thing is that if you go in with a liquid eyeliner, even with that instead of a gel, it will remove the glitter off your lid. And as right here, you don't even see the glitter anymore. But when it came down to doing this eye, and when I was trying to smudge a little bit, it kind of did flake off a little bit. So that's the only thing about that. I have other affordable glitters that I own, and they are way better. They don't do the effects that it does with this one. Like, as opposed to, it doesn't get chunky. It doesn't, you know, I don't have to build it up. It stays in place all day, and it doesn't leave a mess the way I like to apply it. So with this one, I don't know the brand. It says Makeup A Paris or something like that, but I'm gonna have to give it, you know, a thumbs down for this. I mean, I have other glitters that I love, that I own from Eye Candy. That one is a really good brand, and I've been using that for a couple of years now. And the adhesive that I use, let me show you guys which one that I use. You see this in my videos all the time. I use a liquid sugar adhesive, and this one is my favorite, and from the same brand. This mascara is pretty good. I like how it gives me a lot of length and some volume. I want to try it out when I don't have to put on eye makeup. I want to do like a natural look again and see how will this work out, and, you know, see the difference, because I had on eyeliner when I put it on. So, but it's pretty good. I like it. It gave me a nice hold. It hold my curl on the lashes, and so far this is pretty good. I'm glad they put this in my bag, so now I can use this, and now I have a new mascara to use every day. The eyeliner, so the Stila Smudge Kajal eyeliner, I'm not gonna lie, I'll confess, I thought this was the liquid eyeliner. I thought this was the one you put over your lid, but this is the actual eyeliner for your waterline, and this isn't bad. It went on pretty well. This reminds me of the eyeliner that I bought years ago from L'Oreal. Yeah, I believe it was from L'Oreal. It reminds me of that, with the smudge at the end, the little smudger, and it glides on in the waterline so nicely. And I noticed it did not budge when I was applying the eyeshadow underneath, and it stood on. It stood on, and I like eyeliners like that. This reminds me of the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Pencil in the shade Perversion, but this one, I'm gonna have to see how long this lasts, but it's still on my waterline. Even when I smudged out, usually with eyeliners, when you smudge it with your brush, like applying the eyeshadow, it will kind of move around and make it like a, you know, like a smoky under eye effect, and some people don't like that. They want the eyeliner to stay put, but this one, it stays put, so I really like this one. But I'm still gonna pick up the liquid liner. I thought this was this, but it's not. That is it for my thoughts on the products that I've tried. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you have any other makeup requests, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.